Hello, 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 and welcome to Lunch Break with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'd like to thank you so very much for joining me today. Today we're going to be having some fun with a new stamp set and some punches. Now, I'm going to forewarn you, some of these punches are retired, but you do not need to have all of these punches. The only one you need to have for this is the Ladybug punch. Okay? And this was in the January to June mini catalog and has been carried over into the new catalog. So you're going to need that punch. Now, you're going to need some sort of a base shape. I just used this circle punch because it was convenient for me. And you're going to also need a 3/4 inch or thereabout circle punch. And I used this Festive Flower Builder punch for part 2 of this project. And you'll see how that happens here in a bit. Okay, the only thing that we're going to use out of this stamp set for this project is one of the greetings. And I've chosen the Best Wishes. Love, love, love this stamp set. It's actually a bundle coming in the new catalog. So we're going to get started. My card base today is basic black, and it is definitely not a normal card. Nothing about this card is going to be normal. This card is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And why I did that is because I am using one of these lattice, and I made my card base to be just slightly larger than my lattice. Okay, so we have a piece of white cardstock to put on the inside of our card so that we have a nice place to write our greeting. And this is going to be a very, very simple card today, and it's just a fun card. How I thought of this is I actually had one of the set of wings from the Ladybug laying on my desktop. And that's where this card all came from. So on this lattice, I am just going to put maybe a drop on the back of each one of those little solid hexagons. Just need enough to hold this in place. And I'm hoping I don't get too much on here because I don't want it oozing. I know this dries clear, but still. Alternately, you could put some glue on a sponge and you could sponge the back of this. But for the purposes of this video, all we need is little drops like that. And we are going to pop that in place like so and give a press on those solid dots. And we should be good. That's our card base. Now, for the greeting, I stamped the Best Wishes in Memento Black on a little scrap of white cardstock. And I had this stitched rectangle left over from another project. So I decided I was going to use that up today and layer that on top. Okay, so we'll set that aside. All right, now for the fun stuff. So I have a base circle and I have 4 sets of wings from the Ladybug punch, and I use Poppy Parade, and I have 1 set of wings from the Garden Green. So I'm going to take this set of wings and I'm going to put it, trying to find something here. had it just a second ago. There it is. I'm going to put it on my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I'm going to take my stylus, and this is going to become a leaf. So down the center, I am just putting some veining in these leaves. And I'm not trying to do too matchy-matchy. I'm just trying to get some interest added to this leaf. All right, I'll bring that up close to the camera so that you can see that. So that's going to become a leaf. And these are going to become a flower. So you can probably see all the adhesive all over my tabletop. That's from me making my first flower. If I was smart, I would have put this on a silicone mat. So, somewhere in the semblance of center, we're going to press that. And opposite it, we are going to press that. All right, now we are going to take just a wee bit of adhesive and put on those two pieces. See how I got that adhesive all over the place? Just like that. Now we're going to go, and I'm not going to press those down. I'm just going to lay it there until I make sure I have it where I want it. And I don't. Somewhere like that. And like that. Now we need some adhesive on this. Actually, I'm going to use Tombow. Tombow's going to be much easier. And then that circle is going to cover up. Pretty cute, eh? That just gives us more things we can do with our punch. More bang for our buck. We have made a flower and a really cute little leaf. So I'm just going to run a little bit of Tombow along that edge. And I'm just going to put that in place where I think it looks good. Like so. All right, and by the magic of YouTube, I have another one all ready to go. Actually, my power is flickering. Hopefully we don't lose it. I'm gonna move this one just a bit. There we go. So now we have two flowers and a greeting. So on this black and craft background, look how that's going to pop. Pretty cool, eh? I think I'm going to flip these over, and I think we're going to use dimensionals on the back, but I think I will pull out a new sheet. I want to make sure I have some nice big dimensionals on here and not just the little pieces. And when I place my dimensionals, I'm going to make sure that I'm placing them in areas where I'm overlapping. Like, see, I'm overlapping the leaves and the base and the flower, just to give me some good coverage and making sure this is all going to stay together. I think I'll put one out here on the leaf as well. Now, I'm just going to lay that there. I'm not going to press it down, just to figure out where I want my placement. We'll get those paper backs off this one. I'm just going to bring this tag in here, pop that in place where I think I want it. And you see that one has to go a little different in order for this all to fit. Now we can overlap them a little bit, but we don't want to overlap them too much. Once I'm happy, I'm going to press that into place. I'm going to do that edge to make sure that that's going to lay nice for me. And then on the back of this one, we're going to put some dimensionals as well. How cool is that, eh? All of that out of our Ladybug punch. And I love it on this neutral background. I think it's really, really cool. And by using the best wishes, I can use this for any occasion. The only little wee bit of embellishment that I'm going to put on here is on the center of the flowers. I am going to sparkle that up with Wink of Stella. And that, I believe, is all this card needs. All right, so let me get that up to the camera so you can see that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see that shimmer and shine? And all the veining in those leaves? I think this is a very simple card, but I think it's just beautiful. All right, I have one more thing to show you. Whether or not you like this or not is up to you. I'm kind of on the fence with this, to be honest. I have two purple Ladybug wings. And I thought perhaps I could make a butterfly. That's my intention. So I'm going to show you what I did, and you tell me if you like it or not, okay? So I took this piece from this punch, and I was going to put it on like this, but it's too much. It's too big, too much. So I grabbed snips from somewhere. There they are. And what I did is I just continued the line and made that oval. All right. And then I just put on some adhesive and covered up that join. Okay. Then I took little dots of Tombow, like so. And I used my hole punch and punched a bunch of little wee tiny black polka dots. And I just glued these all on. Like so. Now, like I said, I was kind of on the fence with these, and I thought that they needed to have antenna. So the X that's at the top of that punch, I punched out and glued that in behind so we had little antenna. All right, there's the one I just made. There's the one I made earlier. Like I said, I do not know if that looks enough like a butterfly to make me happy. Let me put it on white so that you can see it. It's kind of like a graphic, or a, you know what I mean? Kind of like a cartoony shaped butterfly. I mean, granted, as are the flowers, but I really like the flowers. But I thought, you know, that could be an idea that somebody might like with the butterfly. And you can take these butterflies and just add Wink of Stella to the dots and to the body. And zazoo them up a little bit. And I'll bring that up close to the camera so you can see that. Shimmer and sparkle, or just plain. Anyway, that's our card for today. The greeting for that came from the Happiness Abounds bundle that's coming out on May 3rd in the new catalog. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you back here Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Standard Time. Thanks. Bye-bye.